Hello, everyone. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Glad you could join in on this. You just got a bottle of this too, didn't you, Charlie? I think. Well, you told me. Some other guys are going to show up here in a second, Charlie. So, good stuff, Charlie. Really good stuff. First time I ever used it, Charlie, was on your appreciation build. Remember the little green guy? See how smooth and shiny that paint is? There's no clear on this, Charlie. And that's just Tamiya right out of the bottle with this leveling thinner. It works great. You're going to love it. What airbrush do you use, Charlie? We'll see. You're right. We'll see. Yeah, you recognize this, right, Charlie? Yeah, Paches are good, so that works out good. And it seems like so much bright light here. But anyways, hey, how you doing there, Trevor? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, we're gonna airbrush some Tamiya paint, semi-gloss black. This Mr. Leveling Thinner will work in flat, gloss, or semi-gloss. It don't matter. It's a great thinner, and it works in other colors. Well, naturally, Mr. Color. You know, Mr. Hobby, and it'll work in the AK real colors. And I suppose there are some other colors out there, manufacturers that will work in. I haven't tried them because I'm primarily just used Tamiya. So, is that BAS in the house? I'm glad you guys are joining in. We'll see what happens here. So who wants to know anything? We got a hobbit in the house. Well, that's funny, right? How you doing, BAS? BAS, badass, bass, bass, whatever. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you're really cold up there, Trevor. I know you are. We're up to minus 15 now. We was like minus 28 or something with wind chill, minus 30. So, sorry to hear you're getting snow, Charlie. Just don't fall on your butt out there shoveling. So who all's got the Mr. Leveling Thinner? I know Charlie just got a bottle of it. Trevor, I don't think you have any yet, do you? BAS, how about you? Well, Trevor, I would recommend getting some if you use a lot of Tamiya paints, or, you know, that's all I use is Tamiya, so. But it works in other paint manufacturers. The Tamiya spray cans work great. That GTO I painted was, I think it was TS8 Tamiya, and there's no clear coat on it. It laid down nice, and the polish is nice. Yes, Brian. I just like calling you BAS to mess with you. Laughing out loud. Sorry. Mac calls you other things. I don't know why, but he does. But I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Who's going to watch the Super Bowl? Any of you guys football guys out there? So when I mix these two components, the paint and the thinner, I don't mix in the bottle. BAS, if you ever tried this here, instead of that Tamiya thinner, you'll throw that Tamiya thinner away. I promise you that. Well, hi, Fred. Thanks for joining in. But this thinner slows down the drying time a little bit on the Tamiya paint. You can't spray it on heavy. You got to put on a couple light coats. So cute, Fred. Very cute. So I use an Iwata Eclipse HPCS. Good little airbrush. I've never had no problems with it. I've had it for what, 5 years now. This is my little workhorse, I guess. I do have the Neo TRN1. Carla actually loves this one. She'd rather use this one than the other one, but either one works well with the Tamiya paint. So, but anyways. No, it's not 2K clear. Trevor, you can go 60% paint, 40% thinner. I go 50-50. It just depends on what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to do fine lines and stuff, you know, 50-50 is a good mixture. 60-40s, you know. Yeah, Trevor, it's a good gun. Carla kicks ass with it. She's been. Never mind. We won't bring Carla up no more. You guys think she does all my paint now? I love it. Now the Badger's a good one too, there, Brian. So, but anyways, I don't mix my paint or the thinner into the bottle. I do have a bottle that this is my mixed stuff, but I don't just pour thinner into it. I add to this bottle. A lot of guys like to fill the bottle to the top, well, and go from there. That's not how I do it. Hi, John. How you doing? Thanks, Charlie. Carla, tell them I do all the painting. She got my back. So I usually run when I'm spraying, 15, 18 psi, unless I'm doing fine lines and stuff. And I take my air cap off. I know you guys do that. Then you can make even, finer lines. Maybe we'll try that. So good to hear, John. All right, so we'll mix up a little bit. So when you mix these two components together, 40, 60, 40, 50, 50, whatever you choose to do, you just have to test with it for yourself. I found the 50-50 mixture works good for some stuff I do. The 60-40 is better if you want to get a little bit quicker coverage. If you're heavy-handed with the airbrush, you just can't put this on in one coat or two coats. It's got to be a couple coats. Let it dry down a little bit, then your coats can get a little bit heavier. So, but let's mix some up and see where we're at on this. I got these little mixing cups. I know you guys probably got them too. They're all marked, so they worked out pretty well. I don't usually need the numbers. I wing it pretty good. I don't know if you guys, I use a toothpick against my jar to pour it out. $60-40 works good for you, huh, Fred? Okay, that's awesome. Oh. There we go. So we're about 50-50, I guess. That's what we'll work with today. Yeah, Charlie, you can go 60-40. 60 paint, 40 thinner. You can start at that. If you want to thin it down a little bit more, you can go up to 50-50. I've went 40-60 too, depending on what I'm doing. If I want to spray fine lines or whatever. I don't know if you can't see that cup very well, but it's pretty thin. I mean, can't get it up on the edge there, but a little more than about milk consistency, I guess. A little bit thinner than that. So let's put it in the airbrush and see what happens here. Let me check my pressure. I don't know if you guys, how much of you guys like to spray fine lines and stuff. And I know y'all are familiar with your airbrush and stuff, but if you take this air cap off the end, that'll give you a much finer line. Just be careful not to hit your needle. Here, let's get Charlie's appreciation build out of the way. I should throw it away. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, I should have just a second. Let me get something white to spray on so you guys can see. Don't go nowhere. Got a piece of white stuff here somewhere. There we go. Please. Just a second. I'm right here. Get something to spray on. I got some white card here. Gosh dang it. Be right there, guys. Don't go nowhere. What do I do with it? I just had a piece of white card out here somewhere to spray on. Son of a gun. Just a minute. Don't go nowhere. We'll do some spraying here in a second. Yeah, so the Mr. Leveling Thinner slows down the dry time on the Tamiya paint. Which lets it level out a little bit better. Oh, here we go. We can use that right there. Sorry, guys. I should have had that set out. My bad. Don't like to hold people up. All right. I don't know how well you can see on the screen. Oh, you do, Brian? I don't have anything glossy right now there, Brian. But anyways, thanks, Charlie. Appreciate that. Now, if you guys want to get, fine lines, you could get fine lines with this, no problem at all. My air pressure is a little high for the fine lines. So, you really can't see very well. But, so the MLT or Mr. Leveling Center will let you get real nice fine lines. It slows down the dry time. And you don't have tip dry like you usually would using either lacquer thinner or rubbing alcohol in Tamiya or even the Tamiya thinner. So I'm all shaky right now trying to do this on camera. You guys can't see. I know you can't, but yeah, so this center works nice for fine lines and stuff. So it will work for fine lines. That's when you take the air cap off and turn the pressure down. Carla? Carla? You got a minute? Can you come here for a second, please? So this is blue. This is that 66 Nova body model that I painted blue to show what you can get with that aerosol. So we're just using this piece for a test piece. They want you to do this.
Give me something challenging.
Give you something challenging? All right, guys. So Carla's. So Carla's here now, guys. So do you want her to do it? They keep asking for you. Tell me to get the fuck off the screen.
Don't get the fuck off the screen.
You want to do it?
No.
You want to say hi? It's live, so.
Hi, guys.
There's Carla, guys. Carla, Woody had another paint explosion. Great.
Yes, you did. Look at it.
Fuck it. But anyways, guys, so now I put my air tip back on. The trick with the
trick is to have a respirator and have some gloves.
Well, yeah.
Right, Charlie?
Okay, so Carla's busting on me now. Anyways, everybody says hi. Yeah, I got shit for not having gloves on or a respirator. But anyways, with your Tamiya paint thinned down 50-50 with the MLT, we're going to put a heavy coat on. And it don't look bad. I don't know why it don't come through. But it kind of beads up a little bit. So you don't want to do that. You want to put a couple light coats on first. Nothing real heavy. I'm running 17 PSI on the airbrush. So, I mean, you really can't see it. Ignore the injector pin marks and stuff. That's the first coat. It's light. Not a lot of coverage yet. but it will. The real star of the show. Um, yeah, so the theory behind the Mr. Leveling Thinner is it slows down the dry time of the paint, lets it level out a little bit more. You don't have the orange pilly look or the seediness. We'll do the front of the firewall here. I'll spray my hand, but just light coats, nothing heavy. And this is just a semi-gloss black. As your coats get on, your second, third coat or whatever, you can put it on heavier. It ain't so bad then. So there's two coat. Well, that's kind of the second coat. It's still not covered yet. You can't really see it in the screen. But if you guys ever get a chance to get this leveling thinner and try it, you'll love it. I mean, it works great. Yeah, Brian, I know. This kit wasn't going to get built anyways. I bought it for a parts car. We're used to having parts cars. But as you can see, the wetness in the center there, I mean, it slows down the dry time quite a bit on the Tamiya paints. And there it is. Thanks, Charlie. So there's two light coats on there now. I know it looks covered, but it's not. You can see it real. My camera stinks, but so that was much wetter coat, the third coat. You really can't see it's about covered now. So the first coat light, the second coat, kind of light, let it dry down. Then you can put the third and fourth coat on nicely or whatever sheen you're looking for or whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't have a list of paints it worked on, Joe, so I couldn't really tell the guys. I know it works on Mr. Color naturally and in AK, but I didn't know I know there's a list of paints it works in. So yeah, Fred, you get a chance to get some of this, get it ordered, try it out. You'll like it. You really will. Usually tomorrow would be dry by now. As you can see, there's the one side still got wetness to it, and the firewall part's still pretty shiny, but it lays down flat. There's no orange peel. I mean, you can see the injector pin marks just fine. And I did hit this with 1,000 a little bit. That's right, Joe. I forgot about that. It has to be either lacquer based or acrylic lacquer. So who uses Rust-Oleum anymore? Just joking. Yeah, if you get a chance to get this stuff and start using it, you'll love it. You'll never look back. I mean, I used to use rubbing alcohol and lacquer thinner in my Tamiya paint till I got this, and then I haven't used anything else in my Tamiya paint since then. So, Charlie, your Krylon don't shine, Charlie? So the backside is pretty dry now. Since this is semi-gloss black, it keeps the sheen pretty good. The flat colors are definitely going to be flat. The gloss colors, like I showed you earlier, my appreciation build for Charlie Mack. If you guys didn't know that, but this Tamiya out of the bottle, reduced with Mr. Leveling Thinner, and there's no clear coat on this. So you can get it right out of the bottle like this on a gloss coat, which is very impressive for, no polishing, no orange peel. It worked great in the gloss colors on the Tamiya paint. Yeah, Krylon is yellow. Yes, 100%, Joe. That 820 will get thrown right in the garbage can unless you use it to clean your paint airbrush with. Charlie, Krylon gloss shines great. You just got to know how to use it. Jeez, you're always complaining, Charlie. What's up with that? Is it X20 or A20? What is A20? Let's see, what else can we fit on? This one's still drying now. So yeah, the dry time, it reduces it a lot. So it's just one thing you got to remember, let it dry up a little bit. And I've never really done a tape test with the Mr. Leveling Thinner after drying down. Maybe we got to do that right now and see how bad we can screw things up. Let me find some tape. So you guys seen before though, this was no primer on it, just bare plastic, just having fun with the mixing and stuff and spraying. So what do you guys think? You think it's going to pull off? This is good masking tape. If it pulls off, it pulls off. There's no primer on it or anything. Good enough, guys? Here, let's get a new piece just in case you think I'm bullshitting. No, Brian. Taste test. Yeah, right? How's that for a tape test? No primer. So I don't know if that MLT or the leveling thinner helps with the adhesion for the Tamiya paint or not, but we could try one more time. Fresh roll of tape. This is strong masking tape. I didn't dab it on anything. We'll find out there, Fred. Because sometimes Tamiya paint right on bare plastic will pull right off. You guys know that, right? Well, true, Joe. That ass is rough on stuff. Everybody watching? So, what do you guys think? So that gives you guys ideas how well this center works. Okay, going off camera. Okay, the roll of tape is on camera, BK. All right. Okay, so we're gonna pull it right off. Hear it? It's not off camera. I'm pressing it down with my thumb. How's that? Is that good proof right there? What else you guys want to do? That's about all I got for Mr. Leveling Thinner. I hope it helps you guys. Hope you guys use it, but when you can pull, I did no preparation on this piece of plastic. I wiped it off with rubbing alcohol just because that's something I always do on plastic. Make sure there's no oils on it or mold release oils. But that's all I did to this piece of plastic. Sprayed the color on it. You seen that? Well, we have 4 coats on it and pulled with tape. Great. So, but anyways, guys, I hope that helps with thinking about getting Mr. Leveling Thinner for your lacquer acrylics and stuff. And try it out. You will love it. And Joe, he uses it over there at Mad Genius Productions, and he could put in his 2 cents on how good this stuff is. I mean, I know Charlie or Mac, he's going to complain about it somehow. He's going to, I don't know what Charlie will do, but he'll complain somehow. So, set it on the fire. Okay, let me get a fire. So I was telling you earlier, I use a lot of semi-gloss black, so I keep a jar and I save it in it. Because I don't like to add the thinner to a new jar. It's just me. I mean, we all spray differently. How I do something is different than a lot of people. And so that was a quick, easy test. And that's where it goes. That's how it works. I lose my lid. So just out of curiosity, guys, while we're here on the thing, if there's any other things you guys would like to do with painting and stuff, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to. It's good to put on a Three Stooges show here or something like that. I mean, Carla's teaching me better and better on doing things. Yeah, I clean my airbrush just with lacquer thinner. Thanks, Fred. You take care, Fred. Have a good day. And thanks for joining in and checking in. Thanks, Joe. Anyways, guys, if there's anything else you'd like to see, just give me some suggestions, and I'd be more than happy to. We'll test things out and see what happens. This is fun doing this. See you guys. I'm signing off. Oh, GI Mechanic, you just missed out. How you doing, Cliff? We was testing Mr. Leveling Thinner and Tamiya paints. Yeah, thanks, Carla. Great. See you later, Ron. Take care. If I didn't say hi to you when you stepped in, Ron, sorry, I apologize. I don't read the screen a lot or the chat, so that's my bad. See you, Brian. All right, guys, we're going to call it an end. Everybody take care, and if there's anything else we want to test on, let me know, and we'll do it. Take care, guys. Bye now.